His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa issued Royal Decree 36 of 2025 regarding the restructuring of the office of the Prime Minister based on a proposal submitted by the Prime Minister following the approval of the Cabinet. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa issued Edict 37 of 2025 appointing a director at the Prime Minister's office based on a proposal by the Minister of the Prime Minister's Court. Sheikh Ahmed bin Muhammad bin Duaij Al Khalifa shall be appointed as the director of the office of the Minister of the Prime Minister's Court at the Prime Minister's office. The first Deputy Chairman of the Supreme Council for Youth and Sports, President of the General Sports Authority and President of the Bahrain Olympic Committee, His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa, chaired the BOC's Board of Directors' 6th meeting. His Highness commended the achievements of Bahrain sports federations during the first half of 2025 and marked the 46th anniversary of the BOC, highlighting its long-standing record of sporting success. The meeting reviewed and approved a number of key reports and plans for international participation in 2025-2026. Discussions also focused on Bahrain's preparations to host the 3rd Asian Youth Games. The committee was briefed on strategic preparations for the 2028 Olympic Games in Los Angeles. His Highness emphasized the importance of athlete development and targeted investment in emerging sports to boost Bahrain's medal prospects. The meeting also discussed updates on major initiatives, including the establishment of the International Center of Excellence and the Regional Office for Aquatic Sports in partnership with GFH Financial Group, as well as Bahrain's successful hosting of the recent FIBA Congress and Hall of Fame ceremony. The latest updates on the Bahrain Olympic Academy were reviewed. His Highness tasked the chair of the Equal Opportunities and Gender Balance Committee in Sports, Sheikha Dr. Hissa bint Khalid Al Khalifa, to coordinate with the International Olympic Academy to adopt accredited courses for training administrative staff in sports clubs and federations. The board reviewed updates on the National Center for Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation, on administrative reconstructing with the committee, and preparations for Bahrain's upcoming hosting of the Court of Arbitration for Sports, the CAS, meeting in November 2025. The board approved the 2024-2028 strategic plan of the Committee for Equal Opportunities, which outlines key goals in promoting gender balance and inclusivity in sport. His Highness wished the committee success and prosperity. The first Deputy Chairman of the Supreme Council for Youth and Sports, Chairman of the General Sports Authority and President of the Bahrain Olympic Committee, His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa, met with the President of the World Triathlon, Antonio Armini. The meeting was attended by the Vice Chairman of the GSA, His Highness Sheikh Salman bin Muhammad Al Khalifa, the Vice President of the BOC, His Highness Sheikh Isa bin Ali Al Khalifa, the CEO of the GSA, Dr. Abdurrahman Askar, and the Secretary General of the BOC, Faris Al-Kohji. His Highness commended the World Triathlon's efforts in supporting national federations and promoting the sport globally, noting its growing importance and inclusion in the Asian and Olympic Games. The meeting discussed means to enhance cooperation to develop triathlon in Bahrain, especially given the sport's recent growth and popularity, supported by the representative of His Majesty the King for Humanitarian Work and Youth Affairs and Chairman of the SCYS, His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa. His Highness emphasized Bahrain's commitment to working with the World Triathlon to achieve success and develop joint projects, wishing President Armani continued success. The Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs held its regular session led by the Council's President Sheikh Abdul Rahman bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Khalifa. The Council congratulated His Majesty the King, His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, the people of Bahrain and the Islamic nation on the new Hijri year. The Council commended the commitment of His Majesty the King to promoting Gulf solidarity, enhancing cooperation, rejecting policies of escalation and warfare, and boosting global ties which contribute to regional global peace and stability. The Council stressed Bahrain's firm belief that effective diplomacy and mutual understanding among nations are essential pillars for enhancing security. It also commended His Majesty's patronage of religious occasions, particularly the commemoration of Ashura, which underscores Bahrain's leadership in safeguarding the freedom to practice religious rights. The Council expressed appreciation for the efforts of the government led by His Royal Highness and in coordination with relevant community organizations to ensure the Ashura season's success and organization. Meanwhile, the Council congratulated Bahrain's pilgrims on their safe return from successfully performing the Hajj rituals, praising the royal care extended to them as well as the efforts of the Supreme Council or the Supreme Committee for Hajj and Umrah Affairs, the Bahrain Hajj Mission and all licensed Bahraini Hajj campaigns. The Council also hailed the success of this year's Hajj season and the efforts exerted by the Saudi government under the leadership of the custodian of the two holy mosques and His Royal Highness the Saudi Crown Prince and Prime Minister in serving the pilgrims and providing them with the best services and facilities. The Council also discussed the items on its agenda. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abdul Latif bin Rashid Al Zayani, met with the teams involved in facilitating the repatriation of Bahraini citizens who were in countries affected by current events. Dr. Al Zayani lauded the efforts made by the teams in facilitating the repatriation of citizens abroad and ensuring their safe arrival in the kingdom in coordination with all relevant authorities. This was carried out in accordance with the directives of His Majesty the King and the instructions of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister. The Foreign Minister expressed appreciation for the team's readiness, organized performance and dedication in fulfilling their assigned tasks. He encouraged the continuation of this positive and diligent approach to achieve the objectives of Bahrain's foreign policy, which prioritizes the interest, security and safety of citizens. Dr. Zayani further expressed appreciation for the constructive cooperation and coordination with GCC and other Arab states and Turkmenistan, as well as the support and assistance provided during these circumstances. He also acknowledged the positive role of Bahrain's embassies abroad, which contributed significantly to the safe return of all citizens. The Minister of Municipalities Affairs and Agriculture, Engineer Wael Mubarak, attended a meeting on the sidelines of the conclusion of the Muharrak Municipal Council session. During the meeting, the Minister affirmed the continuation of effective coordination with municipal councils to ensure the implementation of development projects in various governorates according to the approved timetable and plans. He also pointed out that this cooperation reflects the commitment of both sides to support sustainable development and enhance the quality of municipal services to meet the aspirations of citizens and improve the urban landscape in the kingdom. Meanwhile, the minister praised the vital role played by municipal councils in supporting sustainable development efforts, stressing that the fruitful cooperation and effective initiatives by council members reflect the spirit of responsibility and teamwork and embody the true partnership on which the municipal work system in Bahrain is based. He asserted that the ministry will continue to support municipal councils and enhance cooperation with them to implement development projects, reflecting the ministry's keenness to enhance communication channels with municipal councils and review that was achieved during the previous session. The Minister of Sustainable Development, Chief Executive of the Bahrain Economic Development Board, Noor Khalif, participated in the UN's 4th International Conference on Financing for Development, FFD4, in Seville, Spain. Bahrain's participation in the forum reiterates its long-standing commitment to international cooperation and its active support for global efforts to boost development financing by investing in the financial sector, promoting innovation and fostering international partnerships. The conference opened with a keynote address by His Majesty King Philippe of Spain, who emphasized the importance of advancing multilateral cooperation to establish resilient financing systems that meet evolving development needs. The participants affirmed the importance of enhancing the international financial architecture and addressing funding and climate challenges, as well as developing countries' debt resolution. The Minister of Education, Dr. Mohammed bin Mubarak Juma, met with the top students across Bahrain from both public and private schools to congratulate them on their outstanding results and discuss their future study plans and scholarship preferences. Dr. Juma congratulated all the high-achieving students and expressed gratitude to His Majesty the King and His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister for their continued support of education and students in Bahrain. He reviewed the academic year's results and lauded the graduates' scientific and knowledge abilities, which reflect the efforts of schools, teachers, students, and parents. The Minister of Social Development and Chair of the 44th session of the Council of Arab Ministers of Social Affairs, Usama Al-Alawi, participated in the high-level Arab regional meeting hosted in Tunisia to prepare for the second World Summit for Social Development. Al-Alawi emphasized the need for a comprehensive development approach that supports the most vulnerable groups and helps countries respond to regional and international challenges. He called for enhancing social statistics systems in Arab countries to support decision-making based on clear scientific data. He reiterated Bahrain's commitment as a chair of the current session of the Council to support joint Arab efforts and enhance coordination and consultation among member states. Al-Alawi also attended the Gulf Coordination meeting organized by the Executive Office of the GCC Council of Labour Ministers and Council of Social Affairs Ministers to advance the joint Gulf position and coordinate efforts between the countries. With the support of the chairman of the Shura Council, Ali As-Saleh, and in the presence of the Council's first deputy chairman, Jamal Fakhru, the second edition of the Power List Awards Middle East 2025 was held. The event is one of the region's most prestigious platforms for celebrating industry leadership, innovation, and organizational excellence. It brought together government officials, business leaders, change makers and innovators to honor them across diverse sectors including education, finance, technology, real estate, manufacturing, hospitality, and social impact. Each award celebrated exceptional performance, vision, and a relentless commitment to raising standards in their respective fields.
This award comes in the category of sustainability. We are actually contributing positively to the reduction of carbon footprint and reduction in terms of consumption of power. That takes us closer to the requirement of all the environment, let's say, requirements either by Bahrain or the international.
Of course, this award means to us a lot as Bahrainis. It showcases that today we can compete internationally and locally in these sectors.
We are very proud today to win the Excellence in Skills Development Award. We're very proud of the achievements that General Assembly has been implementing and working on in Bahrain in terms of developing the tech talent in Bahrain, not only through our boot camps in software engineering, data analytics, UX design, but also in enablement of employability in the tech field, enabling Bahrainis to become the #1 choice of employment within the tech industry.
The Gender Balance Committees of the Shura and Representatives Councils organized a dialogue session entitled Gender Balance in Parliamentary Work in Bahrain on the occasion of the International Day of Parliamentarism. During the dialogue session, the efforts of Bahrain were emphasized as an exemplary model in enhancing the role of women as effective partners in development under the guidance of His Majesty the King, the unlimited support that Bahraini women receive from the government headed by His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister. This is in addition to His Royal Highness's keenness on fair representation of women in various leadership positions within the government and its institutions, and the efforts of the Supreme Council for Women, headed by Her Royal Highness the wife of His Majesty the King, who generously provided them with the opportunity to participate in the work of the SCW. This session also included introducing the gender balance committees of the two councils, their objectives, mandates and achievements. The Customs Affairs, in cooperation with the Information and E-Government Authority, announced the launch of the Electronic Certificate of Origin system as the official platform for issuing certificates of origin for preferential transactions. This initiative forms part of the digital transformation of customs services, aiming to streamline procedures and accelerate service delivery. More in this report.
Within the framework of development and modernization, the launch of the Electronic Certificate of Origin system, announced by the Customs Affairs in cooperation with the Information and E-Government Authority, is an important step towards accelerating customs procedures and facilitating the services provided to exporters and clearance companies. This new system aims to minimize the time and effort required to obtain the Certificate of Origin by submitting applications online through the Kingdom's e-government portal. The Customs Affairs called on all relevant parties to use this approved system when submitting their applications. The launch of this system is part of the Customs Affairs' efforts to develop its services and enhance customer experience by relying on modern technologies that allow easy access to customs and security information, as the Customs Affairs with its various directorates exert efforts to enhance the Kingdom of Bahrain's position on the global economic map.
Alba has achieved 37 million safe working hours without a lost time injury. This achievement is a result of Alba's strategic vision and its emphasis on workers' safety at every level of operations. More in this report.
Aluminum Bahrain Alba has reached a new milestone in occupational safety by recording 37 million safe working hours without a lost time injury, which confirms that Alba places worker safety and empowerment at the top of its priorities due to its belief that employees are the true wealth of the company and the focus of all its successes, and that investing in their safety and security is an investment in the company's future and sustainability. This achievement marks a new milestone in Alba's continuous progress towards industrial excellence and is proof that safety excellence is not a luxury but a way of life and a key to sustainable success. Alba has set new standards of excellence in occupational safety through its many and varied achievements, most recently receiving 6 major awards from the U.S. National Safety Council, in addition to the President's Award from the Royal Society for the Prevention of Accidents for 3 consecutive years, after it received the Gold Award from the Society for the 12th time in a row.